Hey y'all, how you doing? It's Valerie here, and I garden in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains in Zone 6B. And I got some strawberry starts in today, so I'm going to open that package up and see how big they are to see what size planters I need to plant them in. I was going back and forth whether I should just go ahead and put them in the ground, but that bed is not quite ready yet, and the fencing's not due to be here till next week to go around it, so I don't want to spend all kinds of time putting them in the ground just for deer to come along and uproot them. So I ultimately decided I'm going to put them in pots until I'm able to get the fencing up around the area that they're going in. Just wanted to show you this real quick. I don't know if you can see, but it's 103 in my greenhouse right now. 39 Celsius. It's supposed to be in the 60s out there today. I'm not sure what the temperature is at the moment, but it's hot in here. It's chilly out there. Like, out there, I probably wouldn't be comfortable without, like, some kind of sleeves on. I don't know if it's quite warm enough for a full-fledged jacket, but I would need at least some long sleeves or a sweatshirt or something. All right, here's my box of strawberries, and I'm sure that these are going to be filled with sawdust. They usually are. Oh, nope, it's paper this time, it looks like. Oh no, there is a bunch of sawdust. Okay, these are, I have a bundle of 25 flamingo, and those are a white strawberry. I got a white Carolina, which is another white strawberry. And then I got the Seascape, which is an everbearer. The other two were spring bears, and the Seascape is an everbearer. And when I bought the two white ones, it said make sure that you have an everbearer for them to pollinate. So that's what I did. Let's see. Ooh, those are some nice bundles. Honestly, I wish that I could just put these into the ground. It would take less soil, but like I said, my bed's not ready, and I don't want to put in all the work that it would require and just to have them dug up or eaten. I want to dump this. I have this bag here that I dump like used soil or old soil in, or just, like little sticks that I find, just anything that I would put in my compost. And I am going to just dump these shavings here to be put into the compost bin. I don't reuse this until after it's been through the compost, so the wood shavings aren't going to hurt it. Okay, this is the Carolina white. Just want to pull one out and just to kind of look at it. I'm going to cut this rubber band instead of unraveling it. Okay, so based on that size, I can probably get away with putting them into, I wonder if I can get away with putting them in a 4-pack, like one of the bigger ones. All right, I'm going to go grab a few more pots. I'll be right back. So I'm not sure how much of the last part I got because I don't think my camera was recording, but I've decided to put my strawberries in these little pots. I'm going to do one variety at a time so that way I can count how many tags I need, and then I'll make tags. I've already got some of these filled up because I thought I was recording and I wasn't. So who knows where I left off, and I guess we'll just get started filling the rest of these up, and then I'll get the first bit of my strawberries planted.
strange new staircase. I didn't have a plan. I tried to turn around, but I was in a different land. A faceless man beckoned me to where time began. I couldn't find my way back.
Okay, I'm going to do the other two varieties. I'm going to do my flamingo next. This is just more of the same thing. It's very repetitive, so I will come back here in a moment when I've got the rest of these done. Okay, so I got all my strawberries potted up. These are the flamingos. All the ones that are in these Proven Winners containers are my Seascape. These right here are my White Carolinas, and these are more Seascapes. The next thing I have to pot up are these Carnations that I mass sowed. I've got 2 little pots of those. And then this pot of Dusty Miller. I'm just going to take these, separate them out, and put them in 4 or 6 pack cells. I think I'm going to put them in 4 pack cells. And that's the next thing on my list. I think I'm going to start with these Carnations because there's more of them. And just want to go through and partially fill up a bunch of these, and then get started.
To where the staircase ends, fell into the structure where the walls don't meet the ceiling. Stepped across the canvas while the stencil floor was peeling. Turned the upside sideways till the corner.
I got 1 flat filled. I'm going to do this flat and then fill up more if I need to, but I'm going to do 1 flat at a time. Let's see, let's set this one out of the way. And these are the Shabad, I guess that's how you say it, giant mix. And I just got these seed packets at Walmart. So I'm going to dump them out in my little tray and then separate them and fill them up into these trays until I am out of Carnations to pot up. I'm going to turn back on my music and get to it.
Came together, endless was the staircase, winding on forever. Birds in the air became the fish under the surf. From the tiled floor I have witnessed flying geese disperse. Windows between hallways that always had a view of the world balanced on the edge. I was without a clue. Fell into the structure where the walls don't meet the ceiling. Stepped across the...
Okay, I ended up with 2 flats and 1 extra of the Carnations. I will say that if I ever do Carnations again, I will not mass sow them because their little stems are very tender and they tangle real easy. So I have several that I broke. So there's 48 in each. There's 48 in each flat, and I've got 2 flats, so that would be 96 plus the extra, so that's 97. I mean, even though I broke some, I still have 97 Carnations. And honestly, some of the ones that I uppotted, it was iffy on whether the stem got too damaged, so I still might lose a few. I think even if I do lose a few, I will still have several Carnations. So hopefully they all survive, though. Any of them that were outright creased or broken, I just put in my compost. Like, oh, yeah, that one's broken. Yeah, I put several of them in my compost thingy, so that's upsetting. But at least I know now that if I ever grow Carnations from seed again, just to sow them individually, and then I won't have to get them untangled and chance breaking stems. So the next thing I've got is this Dusty Miller, and it's literally just going to be the same thing. It's going to be me sitting here just filling pots over and over. There's not quite as many of these as there were of the Carnations, so it shouldn't take quite as long. So I'm going to turn my music back on, and I will speak to you here in a moment.
While the stenciled floor was peeling, turn the upside sideways till the corners came together. Endless was the staircase, winding on forever.
So I ended up with 62 Dusty Miller. I ended up with this flat. And then I've got 3 4-packs in here, and then one of them's only got 2 cells filled. I hope you can hear me over my barking dogs. They're being very loud right now. It's getting evening time, so I'm probably done for the day. And seeing as how I have way too many plants to put under my lights in the house, I will be bringing my heater out here in a little while and leaving this stuff in the greenhouse for the night. So I got a bunch of strawberries up potted. I got a bunch of Dusty Miller and Carnations up potted. And I'll slowly be bringing the stuff out here from my house that can go in the greenhouse at this point. I'm going to go in and start dinner soon, and my camera battery is almost dead. I thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will see you next time. Bye.